Hey guys, welcome to Dude is David. Today I'm going to be comparing Prime Ice Pop to the original Bomb Pops and the store brand Ice Pops. You're probably wondering how we're going to compare a drink to a frozen treat. Well, I actually froze one of these Primes last night so I could have my own frozen Prime Ice Pop. Now I'm going to melt one of each in this cup, and here's the one that I froze overnight. This is the Prime. I made this little invention, put some tape to hold the popsicle stick straight. There we go. We'll have to rip open this cup somehow because I'm not sure if it's gonna come out. Just right there. And now, get one of these out. Nice. And now for the Bomb Pop. I'm gonna let these melt for now while I start comparing the frozen ones. While those are melting, let's try these all in their frozen state. Let's start with the Bomb Pop, the original. Ooh, I like this. I can already tell it's gonna be good. And I'll have to try all three flavors on all of them, so we'll start with the red. For both of these, the red is cherry, the white is lime, and the blue is blue raspberry. Well, I'm not gonna wait and eat this whole red part, so I'm just gonna take a bite from the white. Very cold on my teeth. I never bite popsicles, it's just too cold. Now let's try blue raspberry. Well, like I said, I think it's good.
I've got my red, white, and blue going today, and I just tasted it, and here's what I think. I think the cherry tasted like the popsicle stick. I was a little disappointed. Cherry's supposed to be the sweetest and the best flavor. It tasted kind of cheap. The white tasted like lemon to me, and the blue had a mild blue raspberry taste, so it wasn't bad. But once again, I did not like the cherry that much. David, what did you think?
Well, I think the blue is probably the weakest flavor.
Okay.
I like the red, actually. I think it does taste like cherry. And the white, I think it does have that little bit of lemon lime flavor.
Well, it'll be interesting to see how this more expensive brand, the name brand, compares to the store brand, and of course, the Prime.
I'm not actually gonna eat like 10 popsicles, so I'm just gonna flush this one down the toilet. Oh, shit. Uh-oh. Well, you know, this could be a good, good toilet brush, you know? Oh shit, I just dropped the stick in. Bye-bye. Next, we're gonna try the frozen Prime. Oh, it came out. Easy. Nice. It kind of actually does just taste like regular Prime frozen. It definitely tastes different than the Bomb Pop because this is like a combined flavor of, you know, 3 flavors. And those I tried separately, but I'm gonna compare it to the Prime because I think it tastes a little bit more like tart and sour in a way in its frozen form, which is kind of interesting. Oh wow. Yeah, it actually does have a different flavor. What I mean by different flavors, this is a little bit more sour. I don't really taste the cherry in this. It definitely has that lemon and blue raspberry flavor though. Here's something kind of cool I noticed. Prime has red on the top and blue on the bottom. So does the original Bomb Pop. Whereas the generic store brand has blue on top and red on the bottom. I wonder if the original Bomb Pop has some sort of trademark or patent. Let me know if you guys have seen any generic ice pops that have red on top, white in the middle, and blue on the bottom. I'll be interested to know. My guess is most of them will look like this because they don't want to get sued by these guys. Let's check in on the melting ones for a sec. Looks like they're taking a while to melt. Well, now it's time to try the generic one. I think this decided to stick. Yeah, it is. I'm not sure why, but it looks like the generic one over there isn't melting as fast as the original, the bomb pop. Oh wow, this one looks interesting. It looks like they got like apart from each popsicle to try to like glue it together, you know? See those lines? Well, let's try it. The first thing I noticed was the presentation. The bomb pops had clearly defined lines of red, white, and blue. As this, you can see the blue is like, you know, running into the white there, and there's white going into the red right there. And it looked kind of messy and like somebody had cut it in a couple places. And now let's talk about the taste. I think the blue is worse than the bomb pop blue. It doesn't even taste like blue raspberry to me. But I do think the cherry in this one is good. I don't know if I would say it's better or worse than the bomb pop, but I like the cherry on this one.
Okay, here's my take. On the bomb pop, like I said, I didn't like the cherry, but I liked the other two flavors. They were pretty good. On this one, there's only one good flavor, the white. I did not like the cherry. I did not like the blue. The blue was pretty much just like ice.
That's what I thought.
And yeah, so if you're going on taste, maybe it is worth it to get the bomb pop. I don't know.
Well, let's go dispose of this one. Here's something else I noticed on the packaging, the use of dye. The original bomb pop has blue 1 and red 40, and the generic ice pops have blue 1, red 40, and caramel color. Well, Prime is nice and clear, it has no artificial colors. But they still need colored packaging to sell, so to hide the fact that it's clear, they used a lot of colors on their packages. And there's definitely nothing wrong with that, because we're not eating the packaging.
Let's talk about how much sugar is in these. The generic ice pops have 30 calories. We'll just look at the calories actually. And 130 grams. If you do 30 calories per 130 grams of pop, that means there's about 0.23 calories for every 1 gram of popsicle. Whereas with the original bomb pop, that is 139 grams serving size, one pop. It's 40 calories. So 40 calories divided by 139 grams of popsicle is 0.28, almost 0.29 calories per every gram of popsicle, meaning this one's got a little more sugar per gram of popsicle. So in other words, the generic stuff is icier. It's more watered down, if you will.
Well, thanks for the math lesson. My dad gets really weird about math. He's a little bit too into math.
Yeah, these are just facts. Now, to be fair, maybe you do want the watered down popsicle because it's only 30 calories instead of 40 calories. We don't want kids eating too much sugar nowadays, right? And to add one more thing about the sugar comparison, Prime's only 20 calories, so you could drink a whole bottle of Prime and there'd be fewer calories in that tiny little popsicle right there.
Let's check on our melting popsicles now. Wow, I still barely haven't melted at all. I think we're gonna have to provide some assistance. Be right back. I'm gonna use a hairdryer to help this melt a little quicker. But first, let's go check on the toilet. Let's take a look. Oh wow. Dang, that looks pretty cool. Let's flush it, let's see what happens. The generic ice pop held its lines better in there than it did in the actual package. Here we go. Okay. Well, I'm getting kind of bored of waiting for these to melt. I've put some hot air on them for a couple minutes, and they melted a little bit, but I want them to be fully melted. Feels good. like they're finally melted. Let's take a closer look. So this is the Bomb Pop, and this is the generic Ice Pop. Kind of looks like the Bomb Pop might have a tiny bit more. I think it looked a little bigger too. So here's a closer look. The Bomb Pop, 40 calories, and the Ice Pop, 30 calories. It looks like it's almost about the same amount of liquid. I'm wondering if a little bit of the water evaporated after it melted. Let's first try the name brand original Bomb Pop and see how it tastes. With that little wood stick. That's good. Tastes like, almost like the, what's it called? Just, when you're pouring out, or when you're getting soda from a machine, it's like, what's the word?
The syrup?
Yeah, it's like just the syrup, because it's kind of thick. It's really good though. I'm wondering if a little bit of the water evaporated after it melted. Now let's try the generic Ice Pop. I actually think this one's better for sure. It has a stronger flavor. The generic one kind of tastes just the same as the frozen form. It's not very strong, just tastes like ice in a way, a little flavor. These two melted, and the Prime is still frozen, and they've both been sitting out. All three, I mean. I'm not sure why this didn't melt. Maybe it has to do with the salt or the electrolytes or the coconut water. So if I was outside on a hot summer day or going to a soccer game or practice, I would probably take the Prime because it gives you a lot of electrolytes and there's more of it and it's healthier. Popsicles have their place. They're fun to have sometimes in the summer, but there's 40 calories packed into this much liquid, a little bit, when there's only 20 calories in an entire bottle of Prime. Popsicles are more of a treat and Prime is more of a hydration drink. So if you want to stay hydrated this summer, drink a lot of water and occasionally maybe a sports drink like Prime. Well, I hope you guys enjoyed my video today. Let me know what you guys think about these two types of popsicles and what you guys think about Ice Pop Prime. Let me know in the comments. Thanks for watching. Bye.